Hey everybody, and welcome to today's vlog, which is all about rest days. I put out a little question about them the other day on Instagram, and a lot of people wanted some, tips if you really need a rest day, things like that. So we're going to talk about it today. Should be nice and quick, but hopefully helpful for you. So, rest days. Do we need them? Are they important? What's the deal? I always recommend having at least one rest day during the week. I generally have one. Some weeks I'll have two, but generally I have one rest day, and then every 12 weeks I take an active rest week, which I'll explain quickly at the end of this if I remember. So, rest days, why are they important? All week, especially if you're on an intense training program, you're working out 5 or 6 days a week, you are making little tears in your muscles so that they can grow and build back and become stronger than they were before. If you never let your body rest, if you're working out in the morning, you're working out at night, you never take a rest day, your body can never fully recover. So your body never fully rebuilds, gets stronger, and that is why you need rest and rest days. So you need, depending on your plan, 1 to 2 rest days a week for sure. You want to take them, you want to have those days, and when I say rest day, I mean you can go for a nice walk, get some very gentle yoga in, extra stretching, extra foam rolling. All of those things are great to do on rest days. You're still kind of getting your blood pumping a tiny bit so that, nutrients and things are helping those muscles recover a bit more, but you're not like tearing them. You're not doing super heavy lifting, extreme plyos, anything like that would be taxing and tiring for your muscles because it's your rest day and you want them to be recovering. So, yes, you need a rest day, very important. Depending how intense your workouts are throughout the week, I recommend 1 or 2 of them. And just where you are with your fitness level. My workouts are decently intense, but I do like to just have that one day for the most part because I've kind of worked towards having the 6 intense workouts a week. There's enough variety in them where on upper body day, my legs are resting a bit, and on HIIT day, I'm not doing anything too super targeted. So it's going to depend a bit on your plan, when you want your rest day and things like that. I generally have mine at the end of the week, usually on Sunday. But you take it when you need it. A lot of rest day, including what you do, when you have it, how many you have, is going to depend a lot on you and your schedule. But it's just very important to remember that having a rest day is important. So, like I said before, what to do on rest day. Do you just lay around on the couch and do nothing? Do you go for a nice little run? I would definitely say make sure you're not just laying around the entire day. At minimum, get a nice little 10-minute stretch or something in just to get, your muscles and body moving a tiny bit so that you're not stiff the next day. You don't want to do anything hard. So like I said before, do you go on a jog or a run? That depends kind of on you. That depends on how difficult that is for you. So if you want to do, say on rest day, if you're a runner or, you run enough for it not to be difficult every run, if you want to go on a nice, 10, 15-minute jog to warm up, stretch a bit, foam roll, that's good for rest day, as long as it's relaxed, as long as it's not taxing on your body. Now, if running 10 or 15 minutes is very hard for you, no matter the pace, then I would definitely not recommend doing it on rest day. The most you want to do on a rest day is kind of get your blood flowing a tiny bit with something gentle and stretch and foam roll and things like that. Things that all promote recovery are what you want to do on a rest day because that's what you're wanting for your body. So it's super simple. You definitely need a rest day. There's a few things you can do on it if you want to get moving a little bit. And then super important here, don't feel guilty about having a day off. Because that day off is super, super important for you, for your progress. If you never let your body fully recover, you never let those muscles rebuild from all of that training you did all week, then your progress is going to be, harder to come by. It's going to be slower because you're not letting your body have that recovery time. So don't feel guilty over having a rest day. They're necessary just like training days are. I think a lot of times we think, oh, rest day, I just need to keep pushing through because I want progress, and rest days are, I'm just being lazy, but it's not lazy, it's necessary. So next time you want to skip your rest day, remember, not lazy, necessary, especially if you're on a tough training plan, you're using weights, you're doing plyos, you're keeping things intense, you need that rest day. All right, so what is my active rest week? That's another question that I get asked a lot. Every 12 weeks with the Get Fit Guide, if you use it, you know there's an active rest week in there. And every 12 weeks or so, give or take a couple weeks, because I'm not exactly always counting, I take an active rest week. So basically, I train fairly intensely, like I said before, with the Get Fit Guide, plyos and weights and things, and I take that active rest week to kind of let my body recover from a full cycle of Get Fit Guide training. And what I do during the week is, since it's a full week, I definitely don't go extreme with the rest. I still move a little bit. I do maybe some body weight exercises, don't do any plyos, don't do super heavy weights, but I do make sure that I move a bit. I might jog, do some yoga a few times a week, and then do some light body weight non-plyometric workouts. Generally on rest week, I take 3 or 4 days to do something light like that, generally around about 20 minutes or so of something, and just make sure that I'm getting my blood flowing and getting my body moving throughout the week so that I don't take an entire week and come back really stiff to start training again. But yeah, so that's my active rest week. It's just a really good way to kind of let your body fully recover after doing intense training for a good amount of time and be ready and rearing to go when you restart with your intense training. Another thing that's important or worth talking about with rest days is the mental break that it gives you. So every day you get up, you get your training done, you're going, you're doing hardcore things, doing great, amazing things for your body, but it can be tiring sometimes, mentally and physically, because you are practicing, you know, that willpower and that determination to every day get up, do your workout, do what you wanted to do. So that rest day once a week, that active rest week every, 3 months, gives your mind a little break, just like it gives your body a break, so that by the end of, that rest day, you're like, okay, yeah, maybe I am ready to go back to training tomorrow, even if the day before you might have been like, oh man, I have to get this workout in, so gives your body time to recover, gives your mind a little break, and it's just so worth having that rest day 1 or 2 days in your schedule. So guys, super important, rest day is necessary. Don't feel guilty over taking it. I hope this was helpful. I hope that, you got something out of it and you will take your rest day this week. So let me know if you have any questions below. I would love to answer them. But yeah, that's all I have to say about rest days. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you hopefully for Follow Along Friday this week.